This is a demonstration of a couple of ISIS-2 utilities that I've written to talk to the USB host adapter that I've interfaced to an Intel mds-225 development system. The host adapter card is wired to the IPC main CPU. So we'll begin by resetting and booting. And we're into ISIS-2 version 4.3. So the utility is called USB, and we can get a directory of what's on the USB by following that up with directory. And here's what's currently on this USB. The files that are 512 bytes are actually whole disk images of Intel double density ISIS-2 disks. The files that are smaller than that are individual files. We can see what's on, for example, disk number 1. And it's a Pascal 80 disk. We can see what's on disk number 4, which is a single density. And it has IPPS. The USB utility works this way. When you type USB, ISIS executes a program that accesses the USB flash drive. And the flash drive itself offers a set of commands very similar to a DOS prompt in a DOS operating system on an old PC. We can find what commands are available by typing USB help. And here's the commands. So we have all the usual kinds of things: write, append, read, type, copy, del, ren, size, directory, call a directory, make a directory, remove a directory, date, time. So let's type USB date. And it says the current date is August 15th of 2007. So to correct that, we can type in USB date 2016-06-11, and it says the date set successfully. So let's see, USB date. And there we are. So other commands are time, we could set that. We can find out who is the device attached to the host. So USB who, and it gives you the VID and PID. So let's go back to the USB directory. And use that as a reference for what we're going to add to it. So Another command that utility that I've written to go along with this USB flash drive host is one called export. You can pick any file on any floppy drive in the MDS and you can export it by name to the USB. So let's go back to what was on that single density drive 4. And it had a small program called baud. So let's export F4 BAUD. So it read the file and sent it to the USB, and it's done. So we can confirm that with USB-GIR. And there it is. And it's 1852 bytes big. So is that right? So let's do a ISIS-MDS of 4. And that's right, the length is 1852. Let's look at drive 0, TIR 0. And we'll pick a small one so it doesn't take long on the video. Let's do send. So we don't need to put the device number in because it defaults to 0. So we'll do export send. And it's supposed to be 10,866 bytes. A little bit longer. Takes a while. But now it's done. So let's see if it got there. Oops. So USB-GIR. And sure enough, it got there by the same name. But the device names are always stripped off, and the file name just goes to the current directory on the USB. So let's look at what's on floppy number 1. And let's export F1, and we'll take T data dot dat. Oh, I misspelled export. Export F1 T data dot dat. It's done. So confirming that, USB-GIR. And there it is. A third utility is called uphold. And uphold will read the entire disk in drive number 1 and make an image file of that and send it to the USB, and you can name that anything you want. So let's call uphold and we're gonna call what's in drive number 1, Pascal .080. I already have Pascal .80 on there. I don't want to corrupt it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I do. So tells us it's copying disk 1 track by track to USB Pascal .080. Is that okay? And we're going to type a Y for yes, and it says it's proceeding. And it gives us the track number that it's working on at the bottom. This is going to take 10 minutes, so we're going to stop the video here and not wait that long.